2013, Connor Bedard was dubbed the future of hockey by the Hockey News, drawing comparisons to Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid. At 15, he was the first Western Hockey League player to be granted exceptional player status by Hockey Canada. 71 goals, 143 points, 57 games. These aren't video game numbers, folks. These are Connor Bedard's real stats from his final WHL season. And he didn't stop there, setting record after record in his first National Hockey League season with the Chicago Blackhawks, and was named the NHL Rookie of the Year. So, how good is Connor Bedard actually? Well, let's just say he's been breaking more than his neighbor's windows since he was a kid. Connor's hockey journey started in the family kitchen, where he'd spend hours stick handling around chairs and appliances. Talk about home ice advantage. His backyard became a shooting gallery with makeshift targets bearing the brunt of his relentless practice. But it wasn't just solo sessions that shaped young Connor. His grandfather Garth played a huge role, cheering him on and offering him wisdom along the way.
In memory of him, I wanted to give that a little shout out. Obviously, that's tough he couldn't be here, and that's someone that helped me along the way that couldn't, be on camera or anything.
By 15, Connor had already outgrown junior hockey. He became the first Western Hockey League player to get exceptional status, allowing him to start his WHL career early. It's like he was playing chess while everyone else was still learning checkers. Exceptional status was just the warm-up. As Bedard stepped onto the WHL ice, fans wondered, could he live up to the hype? What unfolded next left even the most seasoned hockey analysts speechless. Connor Bedard's journey from kitchen prodigy to WHL sensation is a tale of pure hockey magic. In the 2022-23 season, Bedard answered all lingering doubts with a resounding "watch this." He racked up an eye-popping 143 points in just 57 games for the Regina Pats. That's 71 goals and 72 assists for those keeping score at home. Talk about balanced offense. But Bedard wasn't content with just dominating the WHL. He took his talents to the international stage at the 2023 World Junior Championships. And boy, did he leave his mark. In 7 games, Bedard tallied 23 points, setting a new Canadian record for points in a single tournament. That's right, he outscored every Canadian who's ever laced up skates at the World Juniors. Wayne Gretzky, Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid. Bedard topped them all. Let's talk about pressure. At 17, Bedard was carrying the weight of an entire nation's expectations on his shoulders, but instead of crumbling, he thrived. Remember that overtime goal against Slovakia? It wasn't just clutch. It was the kind of moment that turns good players into legends. Bedard's heroics propelled Canada into the semifinals and earned him MVP honors for the tournament. Back in the WHL, Bedard decided to go on a little point streak, and by little, we mean massive. He strung together 35 games with at least 1 point, racking up 90 points along the way. That's 44 goals and 46 assists, proving he's as much a playmaker as he is a sniper. Speaking of sniping, let's talk about Bedard's shot. This kid uses a 70 flex stick, which is like bringing a whip to a sword fight. It's all about that quick release, folks. Some say it's reminiscent of Austin Matthews, but Bedard's making a name all his own. Now, you might think all this success would go to a young player's head, but that's not Bedard's style. When asked about his incredible performances, Bedard keeps it humble. I just want to keep getting better and help the team win. It's this attitude combined with his insane skill that had scouts drooling and NHL GMs dreaming. As the 2023 NHL draft approached, there was zero doubt about who would go first overall. Bedard had proven himself time and time again, facing every challenge with the same cool confidence. He wasn't just living up to the hype, he was exceeding it. From dominating juniors to skating with the pros, Bedard was about to enter a whole new world. How would an 18-year-old handle the pressure of being the NHL's most hyped rookie in years? His first season with Chicago held the answers, along with a few surprises no one saw coming. For Connor Bedard, the transition to the NHL wasn't just about stepping onto bigger ice, it was about proving he could hang with the best in the world. And boy, did he make an entrance. In his very first game, he faced off against his idol, Sidney Crosby. Bedard wasn't just there to participate, he went there to dominate. His first NHL goal, a beautiful wraparound against the Boston Bruins that had fans and commentators alike picking their jaws up off the floor. But Bedard was just getting started. As the season progressed, he racked up an impressive 22 goals and 61 points in 68 games, leading all NHL rookies. Not too shabby for a kid who literally can't buy a beer in the States yet. His performances were so electric that he became the youngest player in Blackhawks history to score 4 points in a single game. Talk about making your mark early. But hockey, like life, isn't always smooth sailing. Just when Bedard was hitting his stride, he faced his first major setback, a broken jaw during a game against the New Jersey Devils.
Right there, no, it looks like Brendan Smith just steps up and catches him, yes.
For many rookies, an injury like this could have derailed their entire season. But Bedard, he saw it as just another challenge to overcome. After a 14-game absence, Bedard returned to the ice and picked up right where he left off, dishing a beautiful assist on the Hawks' only goal of the game, proving that not even a broken jaw could keep him down for long. It's this kind of resilience that separates the good players from the great ones. Throughout the season, Bedard's work ethic was on full display. He was often the last player off the ice during practices, constantly looking to improve his game. This dedication didn't go unnoticed. Blackhawks GM Kyle Davidson noted the extraordinary pressure Bedard faced as a rookie, stating the weight that was put on his shoulders, it's really difficult to handle. But handle it he did, and with style to boot. Remember that 5-point game against the Anaheim Ducks? Bedard became just the 5th 18-year-old in NHL history to achieve such a feat. As the season came to a close, Bedard's impact on the league was undeniable. His performances earned him a spot at the NHL All-Star Game, where he got to showcase his passing skills as he was still recovering from his broken jaw. But the cherry on top, winning the Calder Trophy as the NHL's Rookie of the Year, becoming the 10th Blackhawk in history to earn this honor. While Bedard's natural talent is undeniable, there's more to his game than meets the eye. Ever wonder how an 18-year-old kid develops a shot that has seasoned goalies shaking in their skates? The answer might surprise you, and it's not just about practice. Let's talk about Bedard's secret weapon, his 70 flex stick. Now, for those of you who aren't stick nerds, that's pretty darn flexible for an NHL player. Most pros use sticks with a flex rating of 85 to 100. But Bedard, he's out here with a stick that's practically a wet noodle compared to the rest of the league, and it's working wonders for him. This low flex stick gives Bedard's shot a whip-like action, cranking up the velocity and making goalies question their life choices. It's not just about power though. Bedard's shot is sneaky. He can change the angle just before release, leaving netminders guessing and fans gasping. It's like he's got a magic wand instead of a hockey stick. But here's the kicker. Bedard didn't just wake up one day with this killer shot. Nope, he's been honing this skill since he was knee-high to a hockey bag. His father Tom and grandfather Garth were right there with him, helping young Connor perfect his technique. Speaking of family, Bedard's support system is tighter than a new pair of skates. His mom Melanie and sister Maddie have been his biggest cheerleaders from day one. Bedard himself says, "My family has been everything to me. Everything that has happened to me so far in my life is more because of them." Bedard's dedication to improvement is legendary. He's been described as a hockey nerd, which in the NHL is pretty much the highest compliment you can get. He spends countless hours studying the game, probably dreaming in X's and O's at this point. His shooting technique has drawn comparisons to Austin Matthews, with Bedard himself acknowledging he is someone that I feel like pioneered the toe drag shot. But make no mistake, Bedard's not just copying homework here. He's taking that influence and creating his own unique style. Even seasoned pros are taking notice. Taylor Hall, no slouch himself, said of Bedard, "He shoots it as good as anybody I've seen. He is definitely special in that regard." When a former first overall pick and Hart Trophy winner is impressed, you know you're doing something right. From kitchen hockey prodigy to NHL star, Connor Bedard's journey has been nothing short of remarkable. His incredible skill, honed through countless hours of practice, has turned heads at every level. But it's not just his on-ice talent that sets him apart. Despite his success, Bedard remains grounded, always focused on team success over personal accolades. As he puts it, "I just try to live my life and honestly enjoy it." This humble attitude, combined with his work ethic, has endeared him to teammates and fans alike. Looking ahead, Bedard's potential seems limitless. His ability to inspire others with his dedication is already evident. As he continues to grow and develop, one can't help but wonder, will Bedard rewrite the NHL record books? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, hockey fans are in for a wild ride. Check out these other Beer League Hockey Guy vids, and please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more quality hockey content.